Hey there guys, this is MrKonDumb from MegaDuel009, and this is the 7th day and final day of Teching the Meta Daily. And today we're going to be discussing Enemy Controller versus Creature Swap. Alright, so let's take a look at both these card effects. We got Enemy Controller, it's Quick Play spell, and its effects are: select and activate one of these effects, change the battle position of one face-up monster on your opponent's side of the field, or you contribute one monster and select one face-up monster on your opponent's side of the field. Take control of the select card until the end of the turn. And then we've got Creature Swap. It's a normal spell, or magic card, or whatever. And the effect is, both players select one monster on their respective fields, meaning on their side of the fields, and you switch control of them. The battle positions of these cards cannot change during the turn this card is activated. Okay, so both these cards are pretty different. They're unique in their own way, so let's take a look at Enemy Controller since I started with that one first. Enemy Controller, alright, can be used as a defensive card, as like very, very bad Book of Moon, just to prevent taking damage from an attack, with the battle position switch effect, and it's a quick play, so you can activate it on your opponent's turn. You can also use that effect to shift a monster to defense position, to attack over it if it has lower defense. You can also switch something to attack position like a Dandelion token and smack it and give your opponent some good damage right there. Both good effects right there. That's pretty much the main uses for Enemy Controller's first effect. The second effect is probably the things that I will be talking about with both these cards, since these are the similar effects. Its effect is that you got to tribute a monster, so that's its cost, and then you select a face-up monster on your opponent's side of the field, so you have the choice to choose what one you want to take. And then you can take control of it until the end of turn, do whatever you would like with it. You can switch to defense, do whatever you want, but why would you do that after you took it? You might as well just use the first effect. This is a good effect if you're using cards like floaters and stuff that can be replaced easily. Tokens are a big thing with this card. Treeborn Frog, there's a nice little combo that you go Enemy Controller standby phase with Treeborn, and it's essentially a free brain control, and we all know how good brain control is. It's a good way to go for game with this. I mean, you can go attack, if they drop Gores in attack mode, why would they? But some people do, to ensure that you don't hit them for game. You tribute one of your monsters that you've already attacked with, you take their Gores, and then you attack with their Gores and whatever left, and you've got game that way. Very good effects, quick play, like I said, activated on either player's turn. Very good effects, very good with fast synergistic decks, great with Tengu as well. Alright, let's take a quick look at Creature Swap. Creature Swap's a little bit different than Enemy Controller. You can choose what monster you want to give, and then they get to choose what monster they want to give you. This is a little interesting because the best way to use this card is when it's very early in the duel and they drop a Tengu or they drop like a Thunder King and you can't get around it, and then you set your monster or whatever you need to do. Other good cards, or other good ways, is if you have good advantage, you're attacking like, and they drop something pretty decent like a Gores or something, and you manage to, say, smash and ground one of their token or something, and then you take their Gores, and you swap out with your Dandelion token or something silly like that. The way we would be using Creature Swap is in decks that float, but don't really have a way to consistently cycle. Gadgets is definitely the main point with Creature Swap. Summon a gadget, get your gadget, Creature Swap it, smack your gadget, send it to the grave, and then you can repeat it all over again if you have another Creature Swap. It's a little more situational, I guess is the word. But also, the issue with this is that you can't activate it on your opponent's turn, obviously, as opposed to Enemy Controller or the watered-down Creature Swap for TGs, TG-EM1 or something, or TG1-EM1, something. It's a trap card. It works just like this, but worded a little differently. You can look that up on Wikia, and you can find out more about it. Positive thing about this is that once you have their monster, it's yours, so you don't have to give it back during the end phase. You can do whatever you want with it. You can synchro with it. You can exceed. You can just start ramming for damage with that. It's a good way to go for game as well. It's a good not turn 2, but a main phase 2 card as well. But that's about it for creature swap. So, we took a look at both these cards. This is multi-purpose. This is very limited, but it's powerful in the sense that you get to keep your opponent's monsters if you hit the right monster. Scrap Dragon is definitely a huge one if you want to go for creature swap, but Enemy Controller can do that just as well. Definitely your tech, it's a choice up to you guys. I would say this is for floaters that are easily replaced, and this is to maintain huge advantage with small floaters that you don't mind getting rid of, and you don't have a way to generate them again. So this has been the final the final episode for Teching the Meta Daily. I don't know if I'm going to continue this segment due to the fact that there's only so many Yu-Gi-Oh cards that can be compared, and I don't know how many similarities I can make. If you guys have ideas, please leave them in the comments or message Megaduel's channel. You can even message my channel. It's just MrKonDumb. Some of you guys might be subscribed to it already. I'm going to be posting mostly on Megaduel's channel because just me and Megaduel, we're good buddies, and we figure it's a lot easier to bring content all to one channel than to split it up into two, and we can all get you guys together, and you can all watch it at the same time. I'm probably just going to go back to the once-a-week deck for checking the meta, just because it's a lot easier. I feel a little bit rushed when it comes to these episodes, just because there's so many things you could say, and I want to try and keep these videos under 6 minutes when it's just 2 cards. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this week. Like I said, if you have any suggestions for any Teching the Meta, anything at all, if you want to see more trade binders, pack openings, I won't be doing as many pack openings just because I'm really poor right now, and I need to afford food and other sort of issues, gas money, more financial junk, Call of Duty. No, I'm not talking about that. But yeah, I might do it every so often as a gift to you guys. I'm going to try and do trade binders again, though I've been ripped off a couple times. I've had my stuff lost in the mail from big YouTubers as well, which is pretty disappointing. But I'll start putting up new trade binders for you guys. It's older stuff. It's not tour guides and Tengus and stuff, but we'll see if you guys like anything. I'm going to have a new set of rules for trading as well, just to ensure everybody gets what they want, and we're all happy, and we'll all become trusted traders this way. Also, me and Megaduel are going to talk more about this, but if you guys want to have your videos showcased on our channel, me and Megaduel are going to talk about that more, but we might be considering doing that. We'll see, but this has been going on long enough. I'm going to do probably another video later for trade binders or something like that. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this week of Teching the Meta. And next week, I think I'm going to go over gadgets, since that's my favorite deck of all time, and all the tech picks. You might be seeing some repeats from this past week, but you're going to be seeing some interesting things. I'm going to hint at maybe a couple things. A good way to exceed. It's going to be like a poor man's tour guide, but it's going to work just as well. Alright, guys. Thanks for watching so much, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.